What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Show. It's just me and Ramon here today. We got some great comics to review for you. We got the Cap trailer to talk about. We got some pretty cool questions from Facebook and everything this week. And, of course, we have the winner of the Larry Hama G.I. Joe contest giveaway. All that and more on today's Pete's Basement Show. So this week we're going to talk about Masters of the Universe versus DC Universe number 2. I have this Marvel Now What, because Scotty Young did the cover and it was really cute. We got Flash 24 that we'll touch on real quick. Conan and the People of the Black Circle, number 1, that just premiered from Dark Horse. We're going to talk Justice League and Justice League Dark this week. From Image, we got 2 number 1s, Pretty Deadly number 1 and Velvet number 1.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Superior Spider-Man Team Up number 5 and Iron Man 17, because we haven't talked about Iron Man, I think, since like Iron Man 2 came out.
There's a reason.
It's been a while. And we're going to wrap up with Vampirella Halloween special, too.
Hey.
First, let's get to a couple of questions over here. Our good buddy David Rozicki. I hope I'm saying that right, David. I don't think I've ever said your full name on the air before, even though you've hit us up before. Wants to know, do I think a Walking Dead high-grade copy is worth 10 grand? It's funny, I was just talking about this at Comic-Con. A 9.9 Walking Dead sold for $10,000 off of eBay. I have a good friend of mine at work who owns a 9.8 double-signed. This book he bought for like $800. It was a 9.8. Got it like right under the wire before like the real big boom on the show. Got it double signed. It came back in 9.8. This book is like $6 grand now.
Oh, not anymore.
Now, the funny thing is you know, when you get really high on eBay, the numbers start to tack up. You'll pay, let's say, $500 for a 9.0. You'll pay $800 for a 9.2. $1,050, $1,200, fucking $1,200 for a 9.4, and it just keeps going up from there. Maybe you'll pay $2,000 for a 9.6, and a 9.8's going to run you $3,000. So it's the increases are very big. There was a 10.0 that sold a while back for like 15 grand, I think. And 10.0s are very fucking hard to find.
It is. Those motherfuckers are picky.
Especially on anything besides like a Zenescope, because Zenescope uses that hard paper. Walking Dead's just a floppy. The number 1. There's nothing special about the book. Yeah. So to get a fucking 10 gem on that, now that book was 15. I'll bet you that book with this one going for 10 is 20, 25 grand now, which is fucking really ridiculous. So David, no. My answer is no.
Whoa. Well, 25 grand is ridiculous. 10 grand?
For a 9.9? No. Go buy a 9.8.
But it's not just the fact that it's a 9.9. It's the fact that it's a monstrous hit.
It's big, but it's...
There's a demand for it out there.
There's more. That's why there's better things to spend $10,000 on.
No, that's not why he's asking.
I know. But is it worth it means, to me, is it worth it in the long run? Is this a good investment?
Not in the long run. No.
This show is going to finish out probably around 7 or 8 seasons. If it goes more, hey, feel free to say I told you so. Yeah. But right now the show is exponentially popular, and that's why you're seeing such a spike in this book's sales. When this book and the show calm down, it's never gonna, number 1's never gonna go below 2 or 3 grand. I guarantee you. But it will probably level off around 3 grand. For a 9.8, for a 9.9, maybe a 9.9 will hit 5 grand at that point. Yeah. It's gonna calm down. It's never gonna stay there. So no, in the long run, I don't think it's worth $10,000 unless you're looking to flip it within the year.
That's the thing. Like this guy who bought a 9.9 for 10 grand.
I hope he fucking sells it.
Open it, sell it.
Don't open it, dude. Don't risk getting this. Don't risk getting this signed. It may not come back a 9.9. If you open a CGC book, there's no guarantee it comes back with the same grade. Even if you put the grade in, like, hey, it got this before. What if while the guy's signing it, he hits the corner?
Yeah, they're kind of heavy-handed, those fuckers.
Yeah, you just fucked up $5,000 worth of book. It's not even worth getting it. Not worth risking it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna calm down. The price is gonna go down. Yeah, so in the long run, no. This kind of book or the DC, you know, the books, the 3D covers that were out a while back. These are very buy sell books. These are not books that you keep around for the long run, like an AF-15 or Spidey 1, or if you can afford better than that. Yeah. So, no, David, don't. If you want to get a copy of Walking Dead, I would suggest try and find a raw copy. If it grades a 9.4 or a 9.6, great. If not, at least you got one. You know, this is not a book that I would try to worry about a 9.8 on.
Yeah.
That's my humble opinion as, you know, a Silver Age professional. So, DC Universe versus Master of the Universe #2. When we last left this book, Adam and Teela arrived on Earth. They realized that Queen Marlena is still alive and was trapped on Earth after that whole thing in the first volume when Skeletor wiped everybody's memories.
Okay, I was kind of iffy on that.
Uh-huh.
Because she's a human? She's an Earthling?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, she's always been from Earth. Her plane went through a dimensional wormhole and crash landed on
I
Eternia.
fucking never knew that.
Why didn't you ask me, man? If there is a better He-Man professional anywhere, please stand up.
No, there's some things you don't talk with you. G.I. Joe, He-Man. Because it'll start a fucking long shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, she's always been an Earthling. And I like the idea that Skeletor is on Earth because Earth's magical potential has not really been tapped. There are only a few mages who use magic that are running around Earth. So, like in Green Lantern, there's a whole big reservoir of, light energy. There's a whole big reservoir of magical power that people on Eternia are siphoning constantly because there's a lot of fucking magic users running around. It's like trying to get a fucking magical milkshake in the world of Final Fantasy. It's not going to happen. There's fucking black mages casting Fire 3 on an imp. Because that's overkill. I digress.
Yes, digress a lot.
So on Earth, there's maybe like 10 or 15 people in the DC universe that use magic, and Skeletor's here to steal all of that power and go back and conquer Eternia. He-Man, along with Evelyn and Teela, are here to kind of, amazingly, recruit Skeletor and his vast magical power to go and fuck up Hordak, who already conquered Eternia. Skeletor don't know about that yet. This book is fucking awesome.
It is.
I had my doubts about this.
So did I.
Really did.
A lot.
I hope they keep it going. Skeletor shows up at the fucking Justice League Watchtower. He teleports in, and everybody's like, who the fuck is this guy? And, the rest of the Justice League is, well, we're going to fuck you up because you're trespassing. Superman runs at him. He's like, I've heard of you, Superman. He's like, and I know you have two weaknesses. One of them being magic. And he just fucking, boom, just destroys him.
Yeah.
Just bitch slapped him. And somehow he shot him all the way from the Watchtower to Earth. Was that it? Like he crash landed on Earth? If I remember correctly?
No, he stays on the Watchtower.
No, he teleported. That's right.
The rest of the team teleported away. Oh, Batman teleported away.
Batman teleported away. That's right. I'm sorry. Yes. Batman runs away because he realizes if this dude could do this to Superman, he gonna fuck my ass up.
Yup.
So he teleports away, goes to the Batcave to probably find some random Skeletor device.
Yeah, of course.
Because he's got one. That's the other thing that I really like is on Eternia, John Constantine is like a myth, a legend.
Yeah.
And on Earth, Skeletor and Eternia are the legends that, magic users only whisper to their children at bedtime.
It was cool
and shit.
seeing John Constantine and Evelyn grinding up against each other.
That's fucking cool. I like Constantine because he's an asshole and he fits really well into this. So Batman realizes that He-Man and everything are, they're the good guys. This is the people I have to work with. Then the rest of the Justice League shows up and he's like, why did you run from the Master? And he just there, all their eyes are all glowy and shit. So the battle that everybody wanted to see, Superman versus He-Man.
I was shocked. I expected him to drag it on.
I did too. I like the fact when He-Man he kicked him. That's right. And he's like, man, it was like kicking him. It was like hitting a mountain.
Yeah, but he had a footprint in him, which is cool. Like,
Even Superman, it was like, you're strong. I like that. I don't have to hold back now.
Yeah.
And Superman, did you see that? Like right out of the Man of Steel movie?
He was blasting in his eyes.
No, not even. That was cool too because he like fucking fried He-Man's vision and shit. But when Superman went after Queen Marlena and he's like, "You're gonna attack my mother," it's like like, that was like some schoolyard shit. What did you say about my mama? And spoiler alert, He-Man's like, I don't like to have to do this, but
he was trying to
if
kill
it
him.
means that people have to be saved at no other cost, fuck it. And he fucking stabs Superman with the power sword. And Superman's like, ain't nobody ever done that before. Damn.
And everybody's like, what? What did you do?
What the fuck? And everybody's like, what have you done? And that's where the book cuts off.
It was good. This is a big geek moment book.
Oh man, and Skeletor looking like a fucking cross between Darkseid and Onslaught on the cover. Skeletor's like all armored up and shit. Oh, it's so good. It was well done. Yeah. This is for a Masters of the Universe fan from way back. He-Man fucked me up in the head. That's why I have all these swords and everything. Yeah. It's because of He-Man.
Yeah, blame it on He-Man.
I am absolutely blaming it on He-Man.
So that's why you're telling the lawyers?
So, going off the 80s subject, let's announce the winner of our G.I. Joe number 191 retailer incentives Larry Hama sketch cover, certified, signed by Larry Hama himself. And the winner through Rafflecopter is Alexandra Dos Santos. Congratulations, Alexandra. Please send us your full address so we can have your book sent out to you this week. Please allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery because that's really just enough time for me to get to my lazy ass to the post office, honestly. I say this week's probably not going out this week. And just to show you what sports we are, we got a runner-up who is getting G.I. Joe Future Noir Special #1. And that runner-up is, I hope I'm saying your name right, Komrabi Komara. Komrabi, maybe? By the way, your name's there on the screen, so you know you're you.
It's a unique name.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
So, Komrabi, send us your name and address, and we'll have your runner-up book sent out to you as well. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Be sure and download the audio show. You know how to contact us. questions@peachbasement.com, facebook.com/peachbasement. Follow us on Twitter for up-to-the-minute reviews and just random dumb shit that we're going to wind up saying. And don't forget to subscribe to the Hall. You find that in the upper right-hand corner of peachbasement.com. And, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and the Extras channel and whatnot. See you next week.